Welcome back to The Outward Expression. I'm Roman, your host. Our first episode, we discussed the philosophy of this channel, and today we're going to explore a little bit more into what we're trying to achieve here. What I'm offering you is an opportunity to learn a bit about men's fashion, how to present yourself, maybe build a bit of self-esteem, something, most men, many men struggle with their entire lives, and though very few of us are willing to admit that. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to present to you a few of the things that I have in my own personal wardrobe. As you can tell from my appearance, I like heavy fabrics that are generally very, let's say, pattern forward. There's boldness about them. In this particular jacket I'm wearing, you may not be able to see it, but what we have here is a very muted houndstooth, a shadow plaid vest, a white shirt, and a very nice, one of my favorite ties. It keeps a very nice knot. So what I'd like to do is present to you some of the ideas I've had, and firstly, I'm going to present to you this very bold houndstooth jacket. This is a very bold houndstooth, very heavy wool. This is a Bill Blass jacket. It's paired with a white shirt and a chevron or herringbone tweed waistcoat and a wool tie that's floral. The trousers are a really heavy winter weight flannel, very coarse grain. It also has a chevron. It's very heavy. It's pleated, very nice, very good for this time of year, which we happen to be in February in Illinois, so it's very cold. But I'd like to point out to you that with this particular outfit, what I've done is I've chosen fabrics that kind of complement one another. The base is a white shirt, very plain, and I find that that's usually a very suitable canvas when you're putting together an outfit. I'm a very big fan of bold patterns. Houndstooth is very aggressive in terms of it gets people's attention, and it's classic. It's a very classic style. So this outfit here would be suitable for evening out, dinner, just about anything. For me personally, I don't need to find reasons to dress up. They find me. It just what suits me. This outfit here, very distinguished, and we're going to move on to another jacket that has a similar approach, but we'll take it from there. This is one of my favorites. They all are. Actually, I pulled these out of my closet while I was preparing this video. This one has a, I'm not exactly sure that this is a houndstooth. This might even be close to a, well, I guess we're going to call it a houndstooth for lack of a better explanation. It's gray, dignified. I paired it with gray flannel trousers, again pleated. This particular pair of trousers has some very elegant braces. A lot of people call these suspenders. I call them braces. They accent the outfit very nicely. They're very rarely seen because I almost always wear a waistcoat. I find a waistcoat tightens everything up, makes the presentation neat, and you avoid the sloppy dress shirt falling out of the trousers, that type of thing. I find a waistcoat is a very useful tool to give a presentation a very polished look. This is, again, this is a nice dark gray flannel pleated trouser. I like cuffs. These braces are very elegant, and yet you really don't get to see them, but I know they're there, so that means something to me. What I've done here is, I'm particularly fond of this because what you have is a velvet waistcoat with silver buttons, very lovely silver buttons, and just a gorgeous silk tie that has a very, very bold pattern on it that kind of offsets the gravity of the suit jacket, I should say. The boldness of the silk tie adds a bit of elegance and some playfulness to the outfit. Again, a white shirt. This one happens to have fresh French cuffs, which I also like because the little details I find are the things people remember about your appearance. They may find them at times remarkable. As a matter of fact, I've had people comment on the French cuffs and the cufflinks. It's very rare that you see them in just, day-to-day wear. Very rare. But again, this is very lovely in my estimation. This jacket, I believe, let's see what, it appears to be an Italian cut jacket. This is heavy, very heavy wool once again. Not as heavy as the last one. And then if you notice, I don't know if the camera really shows it off, but the pattern is a bit more muted, a little more subtle, but the fit is just exquisite. There's little flecks of red in there that kind of pick up on the tie. Again, very, very elegant, and one of my favorites actually. Those are both sport coats. We're going to move on to a suit. This is a suit that differs from a sport coat and trousers because it's matched. The jacket and the trousers go together. This particular, this is what you call a shark skin. If you can see as I turn it in the light, it's kind of shiny. This suit dates back, I'm confident in saying, probably the late 60s, maybe the early 1970s. It's a very lovely sharkskin suit. Again, I've paired it with a white shirt. I find white shirts are almost always the go-to for me. A lovely, shiny silk tie that mirrors the complexion of the suit itself. White shirt, black waistcoat. This particular shirt did not come with a waistcoat, so what I did was pair it off with what they call an odd jacket. The odd waistcoat, rather. Very subdued, just a very broadcloth type of fabric. And the trousers are, again, they're pleated. And this particular jacket, again, like I said earlier, dates back to a much, much earlier time. Again, like I said, I think it probably dates back to the late 1960s, early 1970s. It is a local manufacturer, I'm guessing south side of Chicago, named Hirsch, probably from the garment district. It's an antique, I'd really say. One of my favorites. It almost always gets compliments. I've worn this suit dozens and dozens of times. I've had it through, I can't even tell you how long I've owned this suit, but very nice, very impressive. And there you have it. I just wanted to share those things with you today because what I'm hoping to do for you is to help you to get a sense of style. For me particularly, the style is a reflection of, like the channel's name is, the inward disposition is reflected in the outward expression. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I will be back in the future to share some more maybe minor details about how to accent wardrobe and move on. Oh, my dog must have spotted a squirrel. So I'm going to call that a show. Tune in again next time. This is the outward expression. Choose the good.